Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. We continue our reflections on the theme of dealing with uncertainty. Each day invites us to discover how the practices of heartfulness can help us not only face uncertainty but also transform it into an ally on our inner journey. When life presents the unknown, the heart is asked to stay steady, receptive, and humble. Uncertainty, when embraced rightly, becomes a teacher, reminding us to let go of control and attune ourselves more deeply to the divine will. On the spiritual path, certainty is not found in outer events, but in inner alignment. Often, the times when the path feels most uncertain are the times of the greatest growth. Like a seed buried in darkness before sprouting, our hearts too undergo hidden transformation. What seems like confusion or pause is often preparation for a new leap forward. If we cultivate patience, faith, and the willingness to wait, uncertainty becomes fertile ground for inner maturity. Uncertainty can easily provoke anxiety. The mind seeks fixed answers, clear timelines, and predictable outcomes. But our abhyas, the heartfulness way, invites us into a different approach, an openness to what is unfolding without rushing to conclusions. Meditation softens the grip of anxiety, teaching the heart to rest in the present moment. The practice of cleaning frees us from the accumulated worries, allowing space for lightness and acceptance. And through the prayer, we open ourselves to a wisdom higher than our limited foresight. In this way, anxiety transforms into openness, and the unknown becomes less frightening and more filled with possibility. Learning to live with uncertainty is essential tool not only for our spiritual journey but also for everyday life. The more we rely on our inner condition, the less we are shaken by shifting circumstances. We begin to discover that certainty is not about knowing outcomes, but about knowing where we stand inwardly, with a heart anchored in remembrance and trust. This steadiness allows us to face any challenges, pressures, or any concerns with balance and courage. Instead of being concerned by the unknown, we act from a place of quiet strength. Dear sisters and brothers, if these BHED sessions have touched your inner space, consider extending this warmth and invite your loved ones to join the Heartfulness Master classes and share these daily BHED sessions with your family and with your friends. Let them also discover a life of deeper meaning guided by the heart. And for tonight, we will resume our reading from the article that we had started yesterday. This article is by beloved Daji, titled Dilemma and Indecision. The heart is a barometer for how we feel about everything, including the choices we make in life. When we are happy with those choices, the heart remains a silent witness and there is natural contentment. Listening to the heart's signals is the first step The second step is to make use of those signals, to ask the heart questions in such a way that we get clear indications. The more we listen, the clearer the message becomes. As in neuroscience, the more we use the pathways, the stronger they become. The third step is then to have the courage to follow the heart's guidance, the guidance from our own divine source. In a sense, we are allowing the soul to guide our lives. The heart is not static. Our inner environment is constantly changing as our consciousness expands and contracts, and is purified or filled with complexities and impurities, as the case may be. Consciousness is fluid like the ocean, so the reference point of the heart is dynamic, and everything about us is tied to the state of consciousness, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the habits that slowly adjust to our changing level of evolution, and the environment we are in. We are always in a state of continuous improvement, a work in progress. And when we don't listen to the heart, when we go against our conscience because we follow lower patterns and mental justifications, what happens? We keep on recycling those experiences and habits and creating more and more complexities and impurities, leading to a more and more entangled shape us. Which way we go is actually a choice, especially when we have the simple heartfulness cleaning practice to remove complexities and impurities on daily basis. And here's another complementary method to resolve dilemmas and confusions. Just before offering the heartfulness prayer at night before sleep, offer your problems, challenges, and dilemmas also. There's no need to seek an answer right away. Often, by the time you wake up, the answer is there, although the answer may come in a form other than words. Samasya arises especially in the choice of a spiritual path and a teacher who will support us on that path, as blind faith is not the best way to choose. Some level of testing is needed to establish that it is the right path and the right guide. There is an initial need to question and use a scientific approach in order to experience and decide. Then, once we are satisfied, trust comes, which eventually transforms into acceptance and gratitude, love and surrender. If samasya is still present as an obstacle at a later stage, something is wrong. Maybe it is our inability to surrender and accept, or maybe it is the guide who is not up to the mark. So, vigilance is required and a lot of discernment and discrimination as Viveka, which is the first step on the path of yoga. Viveka is the antidote to indecision and dilemma, and it is directly proportional to the purity of the heart of consciousness. Viveka allows us to listen to the voice real within. And with this, we conclude the article. Dear sisters and brothers, let us prepare ourselves to offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. May this universal prayer infuses all hearts with love and unwavering devotion and faith, leading us to the effortless flow guided by the Master's light. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare for the rest tonight, take a few moments to offer the bedtime prayer and the reflections of the day. You can take a moment to recall any areas of uncertainty in your life. Instead of holding them tightly, release them into prayer. Entrust them to the care of the beloved Master, knowing that His guidance will reveal clarity at the right time. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining the evening session today, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the morning session, which is going to be at 6 a.m. as we continue this beautiful journey together. Until then, may your heart remain patient, open, and steady in the remembrance of the divine. Thank you.